All right, I'm here. You knew it was coming. It's because you guys are hitting me up in the comments going, bro, where are you at? You know it's coming, bro. I don't do videos that often. I only do like once a month. Every time I do a last video, I'm sitting there going, this could be my last video. I think I might be over this shit. And then you guys start blowing me up with the comments, and then I go, you know what? Maybe I'll do one more. But before we get into that, there's a couple things that we have to address. We are going to talk about the live stream because it was just complete fire. They killed it again. Home run. Congratulations to the Hasbro team. You guys are really doing a great job. I got to throw a shout out there to one of the gangsters in the toy community. This guy is a true addition to our community. He's the kind of guy that we need. Please check out Dope Fig Toy Review. He has a YouTube and an Instagram. I'll try to leave a link in my description if I figure out how to put it in there. This guy is awesome. He's like the complete opposite of that kid shoving Hot Pockets down his pants to warm him up. But before we get into the video, YouTube noticed that I was getting a shit ton of views. For some reason, I have no clue why I've been getting so much attention on my YouTube channel. But I guess, you know, any press is good press. So kind of is what it is. They said they emailed me a list. The list is really long. I don't think I'm going to get through the whole thing. I just memorized some of the ones that they wrote in red that I definitely have to talk about. So I figure I'll get through the important shit and just kind of is what it is. I'm sure they'll probably send me another disclaimer for other videos that I have to do an announcement before I do those videos. But let's just go ahead and get through it. I said if you're easily offended, if you're a snowflake, soy boy, whatever you want to call them, woke, whatever, do not watch these videos. Don't do them. If you're the type of guy that goes to see a stand-up comedian and you sit in the back of the room and every time they tell an edgy joke, you go, woo, oh, ooh, oh my God, I fucking want to punch those dudes in the mouth. Dude, I'm here to enjoy this show. I just want to laugh. I came here because I want this dude to make me laugh. And you're back there being offended at every fucking thing that he says? Why the fuck did you come to the show? Just to be offended? Stay home and go watch like reruns of the Golden Girls or some shit or whatever the fuck you guys do. If you get offended by comedians, if you're the type of person that likes to cancel comedians, if you're like, we need to cancel Joe Rogan, we need to cancel Bill Burr, we need to cancel Dave Chappelle, just don't watch their shit. If you don't like my videos, just don't watch my shit. I don't beg for subscriptions. You come here on your own free will. You should know within 2 seconds of seeing me and my introduction that you're going to like me or not. If you don't like me, just get the fuck out. There's plenty of channels for you. Enough on this list. They got a lot of really, really weird shit on the list. One of the things, I'm almost embarrassed talking about this shit. One of them said, if you think men can get pregnant, you can't watch my videos. If you think children should go to drag shows, you can't watch my videos. Not that there's anything wrong with drag shows. I live in Vegas. I've been to a drag show. And when I went to the drag show, I'm sitting there looking at that on stage. And I'm like, I'm looking at my chick. I'm like, that's a dude? And she's like, that's a dude. Yeah. With the little tiny thong on where you can't hide anything. You're trying to tell me that that's supposed to be a dude. She goes, that's what the billboard said. And then in the back of your mind, you're sitting there staring at this dude. And you're going, would I? And then you go, well, I am in Vegas. But then you got to remember, you could have one of those soy boys standing behind you with a video camera, and then they'll post it on a channel where it's not supposed to be. They'll take it wrong, and they won't think it's cool or funny, unless they're into that too. But hey, whatever. And a couple other things. They said if you think minors are attractive, you don't watch this video. If you think that paying $5 a gallon for gas is okay, don't watch this video. If you've had 3 vaccines, still got COVID, and you're going to get your 4th vaccine, you might be offended by this video. You gotta check out. They said if you think that getting grade school children a sex change is okay, you got to get out of here, man. This video is not going to be for you. Hopefully a lot of the soft people left. I'm sure that there's going to still be a few hanging on. we'll go ahead and get to the we'll go ahead and get to that reveal. We do have a couple things that we have to address. A lot of people were running their mouths and people are going, dude, this dude's talking shit. This dude's talking shit. And I'm like, dude, it's fine. It's okay. I have literally been pushing for this for years, and I finally got a reaction. Was it the action I was looking for? Who gives a shit? It's still a reaction. If you didn't know my name before, you know it now. There's not a toy company out there that's not listening to me. There's not a reviewer out there that doesn't know me. There's not a fanboy or a groupie or a dude, a regular dude that collects toys that hasn't heard about me. And you're going, well, you should have more subscriptions. No, I don't. I've already collected all the men and women in the community that got a backbone, and we're solid. I don't know if we have any more room. I never thought that I'd hit over 1,000 views for this channel, because this isn't really your mainstream channel. This is something for somebody else. So I'm cool with how many subscriptions that I got. And now we got to address, you're sitting here going, this one of my boys hit me up. He goes, hey, you got some kid that looks like Jabba the Hutt's kid, stuffing Hot Pockets in his mouth, drinking Mountain Dew. He looks like he's drank so much Mountain Dew that his toes are getting ready to fall off. He goes, he's over here making a list of all the best and worst toy reviewers, and guess what? You're on the bottom tier. And I'm like, if I wasn't on the bottom tier, then I'm doing something wrong. If I was on that kid's top tier, I need to get out of the game, bro, because I'm doing the complete opposite of what I did. This kid is sitting there running his mouth, talking shit about me. Now let me paint a picture for you. I might have to break the fourth wall to get my point across, but I'm sure I'll just add a little bit of humor to the video. This kid, say you're at work. I work construction. Dude, if you guys had one day in my life, here's my day. Wake up at 5 a.m., put work boots on, go hang out with a bunch of dudes that have probably been to prison. My job is 2 steps above prison. If you get offended easily, you can't go to the job site, because you will hear racial jokes, bad taste in jokes. You'll hear people refer to people dude, it is, I love it. It's my paradise. A lot of you people don't belong there. When we go to the track, it's nothing but busting balls. I play a poker game with a group of guys, and it is nothing but shit talking for 4 hours, and I absolutely love it to death. What this toy community needs is a good shot of testosterone. There's too many guys out there ordering a triple soy frappuccino from Starbucks. Bro, get your coffee black. At least put like sweetener in it for you. Just come on, man. You gotta toughen up a little bit. If you want to be like sitting in your mom's basement stuffing Hot Pockets up like this kid is. Either way, he critiqued me. I didn't watch this whole video. I did see a little bit of it. And he's sitting there going, he doesn't know nothing about action figures. He can't pose them. He can't take, I don't know what he said. It was in line of that. Now paint the situation. Say you're at work, or you're with your boys, or you're hanging out somewhere in a non-toy related group. And then this Hot Pocket kid comes over there fucking stuffing his face, slurping down Mountain Dew, and he comes up to you and he goes, you don't even know anything about action figures. And their friends look at him and go, you don't know what a woman looks like naked, kid. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, I get it. You need a friend? That's cool. I'm sure that Boog's group will take you in. That's right. That's a perfect place for you. Why the fuck are you watching my videos? But thanks for at least putting me on the bottom tier, because I know that you know about me. And then the guys are going, are you mad at him? No, I'm not mad at him. Fuck, dude. The kid did a Machine Gun Kelly on me. Went full gangster. Kid, well played. Nobody knew who the fuck you were. You got like 400 subscribers. Your videos, I scrolled down your thing. You have some videos that only have 2 views, and that's where you watched them twice. Am I mad at you? No, how could I be mad at you? You're just trying to make a friend. You have a clique, do something, fit in. You'll fit in somewhere. There's a place for everybody in this fucked up toy community. And then you're sitting there going, dude, some dude named JC is like fucking running his mouth about you. And I'm like, JC? This dude literally rose up out of the grave just to make a video about me. I didn't even know that this guy was alive anymore. And then you guys are hitting me up in the comments going, who is this fucking guy? Well, JC, if you took Mr. Burns and Joe Biden and you fuse them together, kid sniffing and all, that's JC. This is pretty much JC right here. I can do it in action figure form because, I mean, we're toy collectors, so I got to do something for everybody can relate. This is JC. JC is the guy that when he walks into Walmart, all the parents get Amber Alerts on their phone to hide their children. JC is a guy with an ankle bracelet for when he comes 1,000 feet of a school or a park or a playground or a soccer field or any place where kids go, that the cops are notified and they can get there before he gets there. If he's driving to Target and there's a school zone here, he literally has to drive 3 blocks out of his way to get to Target. And when he goes to the toys, security has to escort him down there to make sure that he doesn't touch anybody. That's who JC is. So when you guys are sitting there going, dude, are you mad at this dude, JC? No, bro. I'm not mad at anybody. We're all sitting here like finally, I have been pushing and pushing and pushing in years to get a little pushback from the toy community. Guess what? I got it. Was that the pushback I was looking for? I don't give a fuck. It's pushback. Everybody in the toy community knows my fucking name. There's not a toy company out there that doesn't know me. There's not a YouTuber out there that doesn't know me. All these fanboys and fuckboys and shills and everybody fucking knows me. There's also a group of men in the toy community that a lot of you guys aren't aware of because they kind of stay low. If you want to find those guys, they're in my comments. They're badass. So if you think my comments are video, or if you think my videos are funny, sorry, just hit a brain fart there. I was thinking about Hot Pockets. If you think my videos are funny, look at the comments, dude. There's some true talent in those comments. Some of these guys go hard in the comments. I'm like, oh, that's good. Like, I want to, like, clip them out and steal them and then, like, re-say them in my videos. So people are like, you mad at JC? No, I'm not mad at JC. Of course I'm not mad at JC. Like, let this old dude do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I thought I was old. This dude's old enough to be my dad. And then you got another guy, like, what's his name? This guy is so unpopular, he didn't even make the Hot Pocket Kids list. Like, something Ninja. American Ninja. Something action figure. Articulated Ninja. It was something like that. He did a video, and I was like, oh, what a fucking, another bitch move. Like, why the fuck are you doing videos about me? And it's like, oh, because nobody's watching your channel. Not even this kid sitting here drinking Mountain Dew with his toes getting ready to fall off. He doesn't even know who you are. If that kid doesn't know who your channel is, just get out of the game, bro. It does not matter. I was going to light this dude up, and then he did another video about me. Like, this kid is obsessed with me, which is cool. It's all right. I'm not mad at you. He does like a 20-minute video just talking about me. He does a full-blown documentary about me. This guy knows more about me than I know about me. I put on the video, I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck, what has he got to say now? Like, what has he got? He started talking. I liked his voice. I liked his editing. I thought his video looked pretty good. I was definitely attracted because there's definitely no editing and there's no jazz on my videos. I started watching his video. He started running his mouth. And I started to listen for like the first time in my life. And I don't know if he was defending me or not, but he had a lot of shit that he was 100% accurate about. He kept telling me that 2 + 2 = 4. I didn't know that, but now I do. And if you watch the video, I'm not saying watch the video because the video is not about you, so you probably think it's boring to fuck. It was about me, a full-blown 20 documentary about me. And I liked what he had to say. American Ninja, bro, you ever get to Vegas, I see you at Comic-Con, hit me up. I got no bad blood with you whatsoever. I'll buy you a beer or taco, whatever you're into. I'm totally down for that. He said, I don't, like, he was like, Talker was looking for a reaction, which I am. He got a reaction. I don't know if he likes the reaction. And he was like, he's like, Talker wants what's best for the toy community. You can take it however the fuck he wants it. He's the only dude out there with the nuts to call these toy companies how it is. And that's all it is. Like, you guys can hate me or love me. I really don't give a shit. At the end of the day, all I want is for us to get more bang for our buck. These repainted shits for 25 bucks, this is just unacceptable at this point. And I'm not cool with it. But his video was pretty good. And then you have Bug. Good old Bug. Man, we have a little bit of a history. This dude came to my channel, stole my shit, and put it on his channel. That's like mixing oil and water. That's definitely adding fuel to the fire. Let me do a comparison for some of you snowflake guys. This is like when your girlfriend or boyfriend or however the fuck you swing, she's sitting there going through Facebook And then she sees that Becky got her lips done. And she's like, oh my God, those look horrible. In reality, your chick wants to get her lips done. Her lips look horrible. They're too big. They're too big. She screenshots it and starts throwing shade on Becky for getting her lips done and spreads it out to all her friends, hoping that all her friends will hate on Becky just because Becky got her lips done. Stay the fuck in your own lane. Who told me that once? Oh, a wise man told me that once. Stay in your own fucking lane. Oh, it was Bug. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Bug here for a minute. How I met Bug, some kid went to his channel and was trolling him. He did a video, and then he goes, he's talking to Bug. He goes, you've been bought and sold. And then that kid went to my video and left a comment. I can't remember what the kid said. It's not important. Bug put out a winch hut, found this kid, kind of like what he did for me. Like he's over there passing out torches and pitchforks. Bug looked at his comment, tracked this kid down to my video. How many fucking hours did you spend looking for this kid? He finds him, and then he starts trolling this kid. He's leaving shitty comments towards this kid. I thought he was talking shit about me, so what do? I get my keyboard warrior on, and I'm like, yo, Bug, whatever, not cool, whatever. I can't remember what I said. Fuck, it's like 3-4 years ago. And then Bug hits me with a comment. He's like, bro, I'm on my own business. I stay in my own lane, do my own thing. You're fucking kidding me. You just got done trolling some kid that was on my channel. You came to my channel, stole my shit without my permission, put it on your channel just to add fucking drama in the toy community? I'm not mad at you, because you definitely made me famous when you did that. I don't give a fuck about the people that hate on me, because I didn't give a fuck about those people anyway. All you did was bring more gangsters to find me. Like, dude, everybody that follows me, I love them. To start that kind of drama is just fucking it's just insane. How many hours in the day do you obsess over me? How many hours do you watch my videos? Like, your toy reviews are clean. I mean, you're definitely trying to sell Marvel Legends, but I get it. You want to get more Marvel Legends. That's your thing, man. Stay in your own lane, Bug. This is my lane. I was sitting there. I was at work. My boy hit me up, big country motherfucker. He goes, hey, Bug's talking shit about you. And he sent me a screenshot of Bug's post. And it was like 3 Spider-Man sitting there jerking each other off. And I was like, oh, that looks like it could be kind of interesting. And then he had like, if it was like 2 lines, I would have read it. Then he like went into a story. And I was like, fuck, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm trying to limit my phone time to an hour a day, because I don't want you to be that guy that just sits on his phone all day, and your kid comes out and you're on your phone, and your girl comes out and you're on your phone, and your friends come over and you're on your phone, you're at dinner and you're on your phone. I put my phone the fuck away and hang out with people. That's some shit that we need to bring back into the toy community. Another thing that we need to bring back is a little fucking testosterone in the toy community. There's a lot of soft people out there. I get it. We are playing with toys, but you don't have to order a triple soy latte every time you go to Starbucks. You can get something else, or just don't even go to Starbucks. I think we got everything wrapped up, cleared the air. Bug was, running his mouth, and I was like, that's cool. I got no problem with this dude. I don't hate Bug. I got no bad blood for anybody in the toy community. I love all of you. I think that we all have our place. I don't really like some people's place, but a lot of people don't like my place either. I saw that he was talking shit. I reached out to him. I said, bro, if you're going to talk about me, why don't you have me on your podcast and talk about me? And he's like, no, we don't do that. We only talk behind people's back in the toy community. And I was like, that's cool. I get it. I'm not offended. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about this amazing reveals. As soon as they started the reveal, you could just tell by the look on their face that it was going to be a flop. You figure we just left San Diego Comic-Con, which was a total flop. Nothing but repainted garbage there. Nothing exciting. And then they always brag about completing teams. Really, guys? Really? You're trying to complete teams? You started the Inhuman team, what, 20 fucking years ago? We still can't complete that team. Can we complete that team? Can we complete teams that you've already started? Are you ever going to finish a Serpent Society? Are we ever going to get a Pharaoh or a Wolfsbane? There's so many characters that we need to complete these teams, and then you're going to show a little vial on a head for another whole brand new team? Come on. That's it. I'm glad that you're finishing the Life Foundation. That's cool. The whole Life Foundation, that whole team, is all repaints. There's not one newly sculpted figure in the whole fucking team, and that shit sucks. That's what I have a problem with. That's what I call you guys out on. We're sitting there, and I'm sitting here going, looking at this shit, and I'm looking at Ryan's face, and I'm looking at Dwight's face, and I'm like, dude, this thing is going to be a flop. And then they start pulling out the movie figures, which I think the movie and the Disney stuff looks amazing. Unfortunately, I don't collect that shit. I only collect the comic book shit. And then they're like pulling this shit out. And you're going, holy fuck. For one, they're pulling out all the shit that we just saw. And I'm like, if you're pulling out shit that we just saw, you obviously don't have shit to show us. And then they pull out this fucking Molten Man, and I see their face drop. And I have stuff to say. To all you guys thinking that I didn't apologize to Dan. I did apologize to Dan. The thing of it is that Dan's got a big boy dick, and he accepted my apology. When you take that and you put that in a bitch community, and then they don't understand. Let me give you a scenario that some of you guys might understand, and then I'll give you like a man version and a bitch version of an apology. Let's say that your chick is sitting there, it's that time of the month, you come home from work, you know it's coming, and she just starts nagging at you for nothing. Hey, why'd you do this, or why'd you do that, or and just bitching for no reason. And you're like, what did I do? What did I do? What are you upset about? I just got home from work, I haven't did anything. Like, what are you mad about? And then she realizes, like, I don't know, what am I mad about? And so she starts bringing up shit that you did 3 years ago just for she has something to be mad at you. And then she's going and going and going and going and going, and then you get to a breaking point. And then you know you're not supposed to do it. You're like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And she's going, 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 and you go, will you quit being a fucking cunt? And then you see that look, that blood come into her eyes, and you're like, fuck. And then she gets to a level that you didn't even know existed. Then you're sitting there going, oh, fuck, how do I diffuse this? How do I defuse this situation? And then you go, look, babe, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. And she don't give a fuck. She doesn't accept her apology because she's being a bitch. That's how it is. So for the next 3 to 5 days, you have to hear about how you called her a cunt. Your apology didn't mean shit. Now, a different situation in a man's world, we're at work is like a week ago. We're setting this big, giant fucking glass. I got my crew down here. I'm trying to give direction, help out a little bit. We set this glass fucking huge. They're like 14 feet tall, 6 feet wide. One piece of glass costs $5,000 fucking dollars. Just the cost of the glass. We get it staged up, we're setting it, everything's ready to go. And then one guy pulls it over a little bit to scoot it a little bit closer to the hole, and then breaks the whole fucking thing. I take a deep breath. I'm getting ready to cut into this dude. I might send him home. I'm definitely going to ream his ass out. I'm not happy about this shit. And I'm just going, fuck. Fuck. He looks over at me, and he goes, fuck. That's my bad. And at that second, the air was clear. Because in a man's world, that's all you have to do. Now let's talk about a little bit more about these amazing reveals. I know I'm going back and forth, but I got a lot to cover. They pull out this Molten Man. And I'm sitting there looking at this piece of shit. We got one like way back in the day. He was a mail away. They tried to do gold for like the first time ever. Didn't really work out for them. That was a Molten Man. This is really all we expected back then. You got to figure these things were only like $5 each. Now they're $25 each. They pull this out. It's the weirdest, most gummiest plastic known on the planet. The knees are so soft that when they set him down, they like start to like, and you're like, just hang on for 2 more minutes. You can make it through the live stream. And he's struggling. They pull this shit out and they're like, here's your Molten Man. And you're like, oh, that's really not that exciting. And then they go, here's your Silverman. And you're like, what? We pretty much got that head on this go-kart like a few years ago. If anybody wanted this figure, they just took this head off and put it on a suited body, and then they already had him. But now we get him on the Ultron body, which is fucking, dude, really, guys? If I wanted this figure, I would have just took that head, put it on this, painted these little red things with a paint marker, and been done with it. That shit is really lame. And don't sit here and think that I just beat these guys up all the time, because they do cool shit. And when they do cool shit, I give them praise. I get it. You got to do a repaint on occasion to fit your budget, which I don't really give a fuck about your budget. I just care about cool action figures in my collection. So you guys you are capable of doing it. I do give you guys credit when you deserve it. It's just unfortunate that you don't deserve it very often. And when you guys are sitting there and they're showing these reveals, could anybody think, I know if you're going to do a 5-pack, can you at least do one new sculpt in the 5-pack? This is a character that we definitely, I'm sure that everybody would like to have this in their collection. It's a Spider-Man 5-pack. He doesn't really stand up very good. I'm just laying him down. And I'm going, this is fucking lame. A 5-pack of reused shit. You're going to put this shit on Amazon. It's going to cost, what, $135 after shipping? And when you guys were sitting there a long time ago, when we got this Spider-Man, and you guys were trashing on it. Remember that? You're like, well, he doesn't have an ab crunch. Bro, he's got 6 fucking arms. He's got sculpted line work. He's got detail, texture, everything all over it. Can we bring can we bring Bobby back? Jesse, call up Bobby. See if you can get him. I know he's going to be expensive. He's got his own shit going and his shit's amazing. This is what you guys were clowning on. Now this is what we're getting, and nobody's clowning on it because the marketing team, Ryan and Dan, are fucking geniuses. They got the hardest job in the world. These two could literally sell ice to an Eskimo. When you're selling shit, I said Eskimo. I hope that wasn't too racist for you guys. Sorry if it was. Wasn't my intent. This team over here is selling shit, selling ice to Eskimos. They have to sell repainted shit like this, and they call it Molten Man. Ryan and Dan, I got some helpful tips for you. I got a few ideas. You can use them. They're free. I'm not looking for a kickback or anything here. But if you guys have been to Disneyland, go to Star Wars Land, go to the back of Star Wars Land, and in the very back of the store, you'll see this section. It's called Build-A-Droid. You guys could set something like this up in the back of Walmart and just take all these parts and pieces that Dwight has, and then we'll go back there and we'll just and we'll be like, look, I made a Molten Man. This shit's great. I made a Silver Surfer. I made a Spider-Man. I made a Thor. Because that's all you guys are doing. $25 for some shit. Just don't even fuck with it. Just mail us a bunch of parts and we'll build our own figures. Like, just make the arms clip off and the legs clip off. We'll do our own thing. I think that's about it for the panel. I'm sure I've missed a bunch of other jokes that I was trying to remember. But I guess I can always just save those for the next one. One of you guys in my comments said, bro, I love your videos, but I hate when you get political. Let's go, Brandon. Yo, Dan, Ryan, you guys still there? All right, I got an idea for you. I know that selling that 5-pack of repainted crap is going to be difficult. So what you need to do is you need to send it to one of your influencers. There's only one guy that can convince his sheep that that 5-pack is worth $135. You send that thing to Bug. He'll talk it up. His sheep will buy it. You guys will be off the hook. And if he can pull that off, then give him that Howard the Duck. Because back in the day, this was considered an accessory, and now it's considered an action figure. Not too many people are going to want to spend $25 on an accessory, so go ahead and send him that duck too. If he can move that 5-pack, he can move that Howard the Duck. Me personally, if I wanted Howard the Duck, I'd get my ass on Mercari or eBay or something and pick something like this up. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.